Hello everybody, this is Trina. I am very excited to get started on July. Um, I actually did this before the beginning of July, surprisingly enough, but yeah, I ended up not doing the voiceovers until later. So this time I decided I'm going to use an old Beautiful Friendship paper pack from close to my heart. And I went and showed you the bulk paper strip, but you guys can't even get that, so um, yeah, this is retired, so you really can't get it anyways, but um, I decided, you know what, I was going through my all my retired collections, and I was like, oh, I really like this. I don't know why, but that yellow is just, the yellow and the navy, or the sapphire and the canary are just, they're just, they're just yelling at me. So I'm assuming that I'm going to do something navy, or not navy, I want to say navy, but it's not navy. It's sapphire and canary in my work planner as well. So I went ahead and found a strip. There's a paper in the collection that has banners at the top, and so I just trimmed that down to like 1.5 inches and then stamped July in the sapphire color, and I decided, you know what, that's gonna work. So I'm not really sure what other color I would have stamped that with, because I don't even remember. I'm pretty sure I use navy. Yeah, the whole collection has navy in it anyway, so. Why do I keep saying navy? Sapphire. Sapphire. Okay, so I have to go ahead and cut these out again because, yeah. These were when I had a dull blade, and didn't realize that they weren't cutting all the way, so I have to go ahead and use my X-Acto and just trim down the lines that are already there. So cut it out twice, but yeah, these are the trackers for my kids' housework that they have to do every like each kid gets one day of the week, so one gets Monday, one gets Wednesday, and one gets Friday for dishes and garbage, and then the other day that they have to do something is Sunday. They have to clean their rooms, and they have like a household chore that they have to do. So such as like cleaning the countertops and the mirrors in the bathrooms and the sinks and the toilets and vacuuming and mopping and sweeping and that kind of thing. So yeah, I spread it out evenly. They're old enough, they can manage these, tasks, and they definitely need to learn those skills as well. So because yeah, I definitely won't be doing that for them when they move out. They're gonna have to know how to do it. So yeah, I definitely do the trackers. I think I actually moved these around this time. I'm not sure why, but when I cut them out, they're not the same size as the column, and I don't know exactly what's going on with that. I might have to look at the cut file. I can't print these out now because my printer went on the fritz, and it still won't print. I don't know that it will print photos even. So if that's the case, we're gonna have to save up and get another one. But um, yeah, I printed out these. I kind of pre-made these because each month is going to be different. Like each child is going to have a different amount of days per month that they have to do, just because there's only there's a certain amount of Mondays, and there's a certain amount of Wednesdays, and a certain amount of Fridays and Sundays on in each month. So it changes, and it's different each month. So this is where I decide, you know what, I'm gonna stick it over here. I'm not exactly sure why I stick it over there, but I think I was thinking there's 3 separate spots over here. I could definitely just do like, one for each kid, but then I was like, wait a minute, that doesn't make sense because it's longer than that. So it didn't really work. But I end up, I end up liking it. I don't like it as much as I liked the last couple that I did, but I totally filled the whole page with the last one, so, or the last couple of them, last couple months. But yeah, this is my monthly page. And for the most part, they're all very similar, but they are unique in their looks. I did print out the trackers and the holiday stickers and all that kind of stuff. Um, I did different each, or in different colors. So I think last month in June um, it was sapphire, and then before that I think it was peach. And this time it is, what is it? It is, let me look here. I have the colors right here somewhere. On that one. I want to say it's ballerina. I think it's ballerina. Um, and I don't even know if it's the right color. Honestly, it may not be the right color. But I printed out whatever my computer, whatever my printer would print. So, oh my goodness. So this month is like, I don't know. It's my birthday month, so yay me. I think I'm just going out to dinner. I haven't had Mongolian grill in like ages, and oh my goodness, I love them. They're one of my favorite places. Hopefully they live up to their to my reason for them being my favorite. This year, I mean, I haven't been there for 2 years. It's been a long time since I've been there, but I am very excited about the Mongolian grill. And I'm not sure if I'm going to do dessert. I had a little bout with excess sugar, so I don't know. I don't really want to feel yucky again, so I don't know if I'm gonna have dessert for my birthday. But yeah, we've got holidays and birthdays, and oh, my birthday's not the 4th, it's the 5th, and the Independence Day is the 4th, and I don't know why, but I have not printed a Independence Day sticker for either of my planners, so I just must have forgotten it. I don't know. Maybe I was thinking birthday, not Independence Day. But, I like both. Obviously we have a history together. So, the 4th of July is really hard to get away from when it's the day before your birthday. So, it has followed my birthday around every year since I was born, and my parents always like to go camping on my birthday. I think I mentioned this in my last Plan with Me, but yeah, every birthday we would be camping. So it got old. It got old. Even the fireworks, I don't associate my birthday with fireworks, even though it's the day, there's definitely fireworks going off on my birthday. I never really associate fireworks with my birthday, but uh, I'm trying to remember how. I think this first spread I do the Enjoy Life, and then I don't use the Enjoy Life after that. I use a polka dotty one. Polka dotty. So yeah, this paper pack, I love this beautiful friendship, and it does have a paper. The stamp set had teacups in it and flowers, and there's actually a paper that has the same teacups in it, and it's really pretty. But I'm not one much for teacups. My grandma would have loved teacups. She collected hers. She collected teacups and the saucers that went with them and stuff. But had them up on their shelf. I don't know if anybody else's grandma did that, but or do that. If you do that, that's a kind of a tradition. I think that's kind of passed down the line. I mean, don't get me wrong. I loved the teacups. They were so pretty, but honestly, I don't have room for them. I don't have the need to keep those. I think the only thing I kept some of the things that my grandma gave me in her will, and then that's pretty much all. I mean, I've kept, like my wedding dress and my prom dress, which my daughter actually used this year. Not for prom, actually it was last year. She used it for Halloween, which is hilarious. She was like a elven princess, but yeah, it worked. But yeah, saving those, just kind of memory lane is kind of awesome. But yeah, I don't really collect a whole lot of things. Once we moved down into an RV, it was just like I can't keep all of those things, and honestly, I really don't need them. I may want them just because every time I look at them, I have memories. So just take pictures of them, right? So that's what I decided to do um, when we were what is that? Um, we were really cutting down on everything. Like we were downsizing drastically. So yeah, I figured, if it's going to be in a box for however many years and I'm not going to see it, then for that many years, then why do I need it? I don't know why I need it in the first place. Um, so yeah, that's kind of what I decided. I can't take it with me at the end anyways, so if I'm not going to enjoy it in between, then there's no point in having it. So we donated so many things, so gave away a whole bunch more and also gave them away to family and friends and stuff. So um yes, we did sell a couple things too, I think. Most of it went into well, not most of it, most of it went into a storage shed, which we then ended up selling stuff out of, so, and donating stuff out of things we didn't need. So I mean, there, you can't, like turkey pans and all that kind of stuff. So what I did with this layout was I was thinking that I'm pretty much gonna do the same thing all the way through. So I decided, you know what, I'm just going to keep the same layout. I really like the colors and how they work together in that order. So I went ahead and put these down the exact same way. And then when uh, I think this is where I switch I switch the washi up at the top under the day. And I think at the end, I'm not sure if it's the end, somewhere, I go through and I do the page numbers, which are like starts at the 1st and then runs through the 31st for July. So, yeah, it's a pretty simple layout. I just cut like I think it was 8 for the 2.5 side. It was like 8 strips of the paper in 1/2 inch strips. So really, I only took up 4 inches of a 12 by 12 piece of paper. So that was kind of nice because then I didn't use up all my paper, so I can use it for scrapbooking and card making and stuff like that. And I also it also gave me like leftover pieces that were about 2 inches long, which are too small to fit on either column. So I went ahead and made banners for my notes area out of those. So I am running really low on my to-dos and remembers, and I don't remember what else I used. But I did decide that, you know what, instead of having a separate remember spot, which I probably will use as a remember spot, but I'm going to use it as a to-do. So I'm using remember as my to-do header. So I do go through and put as many remembers and to-dos down, and I mix and match them, and I put them in all different spots, and I use different colors. And I do all that kind of stuff. So it all works out, but I think that's pretty much all I've got. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do for next month, but I might even change it up and just do stamping. I don't know. I haven't really figured out next month, so I kind of showed you guys what I did, and then yeah, I'm not sure. I bounced around a little bit because my days are kind of busy, so um, I think this is where I go in and fill in my like important stuff like laundry and my birthday and all that kind of stuff. So yeah. So Friday will be my birthday. Yay me. 36 years old. Holy moly. It's going fast. I feel like I'm 50, not 36, but I can just imagine what 50 is going to be like. 50 is going to suck if I already feel like 50, huh? So, yeah. I realized that hadn't printed anything, print or cut anything for 4th of July, which I do have stamps that have 4th of July stuff on them, but I didn't want to take the time. Like I said, my time is really, really busy right now, so I was really lucky to get this in. Um, this was actually one of my blah days where I had a couple of days before I'd had way too much sugar. And when I have too much sugar, I cry about everything. It tips my pH towards acidic, like way acidic. And then I end up like my body overproduces hormones. And then when it overproduces hormones, then I end up crying them out because I don't get angry unless I'm like, if I get too, what's the word? Alkaline. If I tip my pH to too much alkaline, then I get angry at everything, like little stuff, just like ridiculous stuff, like somebody shut the fridge door too hard and I yelled at them about it, which that's not me. I generally don't do that. I'm a very peaceful type person, so um, I'm usually the one that holds the peace when other people are arguing, that kind of stuff. So um, I just I don't know, when my pH is tipped towards acid, the acidic side, then I get very cryy. And it doesn't matter what a hormone, like what emotion I'm feeling. It could be happy, it could be sad, it could be angry, it could be confused, it could be overwhelmed. Any of those things, I just cry the emotion or the hormones out of my eyeballs. And I also, I I excess worrying, and it's just like, it's such a mess. And you would think, well, I'm learning now that it's the excess sugar. I didn't, I had a feeling it was, but I wasn't sure. Like, I didn't ever want to test it because I don't like feeling like that. But this time we had, my parents brought some donuts up from their trip, and they brought like 2 dozen donuts, and I'll tell you what, I love me some donuts. To be honest, I really do. But a part of me knew better, knew I probably shouldn't do it, and like eat donuts. That's it. That's all it takes. I think in 4 days, 5 days, 4 days, I had like 6 donuts. So it wasn't like an overly excess amount, really. It wasn't. But for me personally, it was. So, anyway, so I spent my time, doing my planning, and I actually made a card, which is going to be coming up in the next video, which I'm excited about because I used the leftovers from this, from my plan with me. So I was kind of excited about that. So I'm not sure what we're doing for the 4th of July. Up where we're at, there's really no grand fireworks shows or anything, so I don't know. We shall see. So I think I'm going through and adding, oh, look, I missed some washi. So I'm going in and adding anything that I forgot. I marked my birthday. I'm trying to mark like laundry and dishes and grocery shopping, which now it's kind of alternating between Mondays and Tuesdays. So I don't know exactly when I'm going to be doing that. And then I've got like the dinner spots. My daughter helped me raffle my dinner for the week. I use a container or like I have a little like jar that I put all of the different meals that we've eaten and some things that I want to try, and I put them on little pieces of paper and fold them in half and then stick them in there, and then we just kind of raffle draw what we're going to have for the week. And if something just doesn't agree with either of us, then or if it's something that we've just had recently, we just hold it out and then try, pull another one. So. And then I pull my grocery list off of those. So then we at least have, a full week's worth of meals for dinners and stuff like that. So I don't remember what I've got going on here. Oh yes, my watering schedule. And now that summer's here, I definitely have to water my plants, so that's kind of what I'm putting in here, and I'm using my flags for that. Um, but yeah, I mean, it was a fairly simple layout. It still took about, probably about 3 hours to do just because I was filifarting with having to, cut my stickers out and all that kind of stuff and figure out where everything goes. But I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will talk to you guys later. Give me a thumbs up, like, and subscribe if you want to. I'd love to have you, and I hope you guys have a lovely July. Thanks for watching.